What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and this we're unboxing and setting up the Spirit Halloween 2024 Ringmaster Animatronic. Now, this guy retails for $329.99, and I purchased him on Employee Appreciation along with 18 million other things, as you probably had heard before. Ringmaster grew tired of always playing second fiddle to the high-flying acts and daredevils everyone at the circus came to see. He decided he would show them, and instead of enjoying the excitement of the crowd, he now revels in causing pure terror in the eyes of his unsuspecting audience while he steals the show, and their souls. Standing an overwhelming 7 feet tall, Ringmaster introduces himself in a smooth yet thunderous voice to distract his victims, then tilts back his head while you get sucked into the dark magic emanating from his barrel chest. Enjoy the show, because it's probably your last. Ah, yes, story time, my favorite. This video is sped up 1.5 times, by the way, at least from this point to the demo. And yeah, this setup wasn't terrible, although he is a bulky boy, that is for sure. As also I had with Cauldronus, there's one major complaint for this guy, which I'll talk about when we get there, because you'll notice it actually happen. And I thought it was me having a user error, but it actually wasn't. Anyway, foam came bent. That's not really a problem, but it is kind of weird. This prop is made by Party Time, which is not really a problem, although it is a problem for getting it back in his box because, good luck. Party Time props are impossible to get back for some stupid reason. But anyway, yeah, this guy, honestly, as far as Party Time is concerned, he's built very well. You'll see when I pull out some other things. His metal, for one, is probably, honestly, 3 times thicker than Collector's. Which, I guess, maybe Collector isn't the best example, but yeah. And then here's his main, mechanism. Thing is massive. And, yeah, you can't really see much because it's all clothed off from his projection. I'll also get the major complaint out of the way for, I guess, opinions on Ringmaster about his projection not being bright enough. In the store, the projection looks terrible, I'm going to be honest. It's too bright in the stores to see anything, but even with the lights on here, the projection looked great. You could very clearly, I don't know how it showed up on the video because I haven't seen yet, but you could very clearly see what it was, and you could see the animation a lot better than you can in the stores. Unless my store has a faulty Ringmaster or something, I don't know. But yeah, I think the projection looks great. I love this guy. Definitely one of the better props this year, although this year has a lot of good props. So here we start off with the big base, and unlike most props, you put on the shoes first for this guy, which I guess makes sense because the foam came on the legs, and I think it's zip tied on. I noticed it was on one of his arms, but I don't know if it's like that on the legs because I didn't check. Although I guess it isn't if that one came slightly off. Anyway, yeah, he's got the one knee bent and the other one not. And I'll pan up the camera, you see, there you go. He's already taller than his box. At this point, I was already will he fit down here? Because the ceilings here are a little over 7 feet, and he is marked as 7 feet, but I feel like he might be taller than that. I'm not sure, but he ended up fitting just fine. Next step is putting on the pants, which have the IR sensor in kind of his crotch area. I don't really feel like there's any other way I can put that. And yeah, he has, what I really like about this guy as well with his build is he has thick metal poles, he has foam, and then his pants are also insulated, which I very much like. That's a very nice way to make him big and bulky. And he's got a lot of different parts going on, which I actually was surprised by. I would have just assumed that his belt was part of his pants, but it actually gets Velcroed on later. There you see the mechanism. I may not have gotten this in right. I didn't see until now. Yeah, I probably, because I moved this forward a little bit more. You have to get the hip loop over, and it has a forked prong that goes in the back, and you essentially have to slide it under the bottom of it. Yeah, I did kind of screw it up. You can see a little bit there. And then it goes on, and then you put the whole mechanism onto the body. And then I also knocked the tripod out of the way. And yeah, there you go. This, I had a little bit of a problem with. I had to beat the frick out of it again. Same with Cauldronesses. That's my main problem with consumer level props, is the metal doesn't exactly work well. I mean, you can bend it, so it's not like it's a huge deal. It is fairly malleable with the joints and stuff. I don't even know if that's the right word, although it is technically, it has a similar enough meaning. But yeah, usually the legs have enough bend to be able to work. But especially with the SVI ones where they have those, like, little support things that go out, specifically Howling Spirit where he has 3. I think Strings also has 3, but his didn't give me that much of a problem. But Howling Spirit's 3 are so bad. I literally need to use a mallet to get them in. Anyway, here's what the problem is. His head, you see it falls off, and I thought I was just stupid, but no. The prongs, for some reason, are at such a specific angle, and his head is at such a specific angle, to where if you, like, bump him at all, his head might just fall off. That is the main problem I have. I mean, I'm sure there's a way to fix it somehow. It's very, very delicate. You see me here, as I'm trying to adjust the collar, I play with it a little bit more, and it's not working. When I moved him out of the way, because you can see he's kind of just directly in front of a TV right now, his head fell off twice, so I ended up just taking it off and removing the wire while I was trying to move him around. At least the first time. The second time I didn't, because I moved him literally a half an inch, and it fell off again. But I do love the way his head looks. We don't really get a lot of humanoid props like this, which is always great to see. Kind of just like a normal dude that's evil. Because, like, if I don't know, I could definitely walk into, like, a Walmart or something and see this guy just wandering around minding his own business. Probably not dressed like a ringmaster, but you get the point. Anyway, I'm still adjusting the collar because, yeah. And then I think the next step is the belt, if I remember correctly. Or no, it's a hat, isn't it? Let's see. I think it's the hat. The hat, it could probably use some, like, plastic shoved up there. I just didn't get around to it, but I probably will at some point or before Halloween get that situated. So yeah, now I have him, Maestro, and Strings as a little mini theme, which is cool. I guess he doesn't fit those perfectly, but he fits the circus theme, so yippee. And then I guess I also have Underworld, who is a clown. And I think that's it. I don't really think I have anybody else. This year's gonna be banger. I'm so ready. But not really at the same time. I mean, it's... At the time of recording this, what is it, October 5th, I think? Something like that. So yeah, we're certainly getting there. But yeah, overall super impressed with the quality of this guy. One other thing, his adapter has a water cap on it, which I found very strange. It almost looks like one of the gemmy, like, cheap fan adapters. The, like, not the smallest ones, but, like, the middle size. Like, I don't know, a 5 or 6 foot inflatable would have. Although I guess I haven't bought an inflatable in a while, so that might have changed. Anyway, there's the belt getting Velcroed on. It is kind of weirdly bent because of the way I have the pants, but maybe that's fixable, or maybe I can't be bothered, I don't know. One other thing. The next step, I think, is his main vest, which you see I'm grabbing, and there's a sleeve. It says you're supposed to Velcro it twice. It has it twice in the instructions, and I don't know if it's different spots or if I'm just dumb. I only noticed these spots here on the side. You can see actually the white Velcro strip. It just goes into the sides of the clothes on the front. That's the only spot I could figure out, really. I don't know. I could just be wrong, but yeah, I should have adjusted his collar more. Yeah, whatever. That's a Halloween day problem. But yeah, there you see I have that. And the next step is the arms, and we're actually almost done. So I guess I'll do a little bit of a review. Do I recommend this guy? Absolutely, he's great. That head is a bit of a concern for me, though. And yeah, I mean, if you have him in an area that's not, like, bright as the sun, his projection will look great. It is just a little crappy in the stores, but... Which is probably why the one at our store didn't sell, because we sold 2 Dans, like, very quickly, and we never had one up, and we've had this guy up for a while. But, yeah, super happy to add him to my ever-growing collection that I need to trim down, because I'm running out of room. And yeah, here is his one arm getting put on. This has a little Velcro strip on the palm where you just slap it onto the vest, which is a pretty good way to go about it, I guess. I was wondering how it had worked because I didn't set up the one at my store. The only thing I set up at my store was Dark Princess, and of course I get like the hardest one. But anyway, that's unrelated. And then the other arm goes on, and it has like a joint. I don't think it's quite at the elbow. I think it's a little higher than the elbow. I'm not really sure, but because it definitely isn't evenly split. Maybe, how are arms? I don't know. Maybe it is evenly split, and I'm just stupid. The way that I actually go about this one also is I slide the arm up through, and then I reach like through the inside of the front of his shirt and put it in that way because I just find that easier. Anyway, after this is the staff putting it together, and that step is pretty easy. So I'm gonna leave. That is where I'm going to end this video after the demo, or you'll get the demo, obviously, of him, and I think I turn off the lights to show you the projection a little bit better. I don't remember. At least the front lights, the back lights stay on, because I forgot both times. With both Cauldronus and Ringmaster, I forgot. Anyway, thank you guys for guys did enjoy this video. Have a fantastic rest of your day, or night, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.
Welcome to the